The news wants us to believe that this is a pandemic of the unvaccinated, right? So that's the narrative that's being peddled. It has been, right?
Yes.
Hospitals, you've seen the headlines. Throw that clip up there, or that full screen up there. This was from Tyler. Now, that's East Texas. That's Tyler, the Tyler Tribune. And they say virtually none of locally hospitalized COVID patients are vaccinated. So that means in order for them to have that information, that means the hospitals would have to be telling the media this
Providing
information.
data.
Yeah. Providing data. Otherwise, that's journalistic misinformation.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So the story on this, where did they get this story?
Honestly, so that you just shared, that screenshot, it said what was the title
Virtually
again? It
none.
said virtually none of locally
hospitalized
COVID patients are vaccinated. If you were to go to Google and type in that exact title, there are actually multiple articles by different journalists and different media outlets with the same title, because they just keep regurgitating the same story because they're not doing their own research. So a lot of those journalists are just copying each other. So, but certain journalists will respond to you and say that they've gotten this information from hospitals or, from government websites, which we have actually proven is not true.
Yeah.
So
it kind of reminds me of back when, like in 2020, you could type in any number and then put COVID deaths by it. And it would be a headline from somewhere.
Sure.
Like any number, you could say 76 COVID deaths, and it would be some article that had been written somewhere.
Yeah.
It was just constantly. So this notion of telling you that the hospital is just full of unvaccinated people.
It's an agenda being controlled by the media.
Right. And so it's just like repeat until eventually. And you spend any time on social media, the pushback is always going to be, hey, this is what's being said, this is what's being told. So it's got to be you unvaccinated people. Now,
it's fear-mongering.
And let me go on record. I don't care if anybody gets vaccinated. I don't care.
Me neither.
You can get them till your arms fall off. I don't care. You're free to do that. Now, me personally, I am not vaccinated. Look at me. I have no intention of ever getting a vaccine. I don't know what it is. I don't trust it. Again, and the media is now coming out saying, the vaccine rollout, we probably could have done that differently. That's what the government is saying.
You think?
You think? So I am on record, contrary to the internet trolls, never been vaccinated, have no intention of getting vaccinated. But if you want to do it, knock yourself out. But what I'm more interested in is the misinformation that's being peddled, right?
Yep.
So in your press release that you guys put out from Texas Freedom Coalition, you actually have the FOIAs that were sent.
Yes.
You got screenshots of them to the entities that came back. And there is some interesting stuff. So I'm going to read one of the emails you sent because they respond back to you.
Yeah. There's some profound statements made.
Well, before that, I want to read something that you put up, and I think we've got the screenshot of this if people want to read it. Guys, this is the, somewhere right in the middle. This is the one from Sarah, if you're looking. It says, "Hello, my name is Sarah Fields. I do investigative reporting and journalism for Texas Freedom Coalition. I just have a quick question for you. In early January, Dr. Hellestead, commissioner for Texas HHS, stated that vaccines have played a remarkable role in reducing the number of hospitalizations in Texas." That's the quote. My very simple question is, where was the data received from that would support that statement? Where was the data received from that would support that statement? Is this statement based on data received from the CDC or the hospitals themselves? Is it data received from the Texas Department of Health? Please let me know. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And you sent that to numerous different places.
Yes. It's kind of a trap question.
What was the response?
From that particular email, I received a response from the Department State Health, DSHS. And they said, thank you for sharing these, studies. When we looked at them, and while interesting, we noticed that none of them look like current variants that are now impacting. Sorry, that's from me. I need to get to the right screenshot here. Oh, here we go. Okay. Sorry.
All good.
Their response with this is from Laura Anton, excuse me. Laura Anton is the senior press officer for DSHS. And her response to that email was, Dr. Hellerstadt has heard in direct conversations with hospital CEOs that most hospitalized patients were not vaccinated. So this is hearsay. These are things that Dr. Hellerstadt is hearing, which, by the way, is the commissioner.
Yeah.
And some Texas hospitals were putting out information publicly about the vaccination status of their patients. That's not true. Hospitals have not been reporting the vaccination status of their patients to DSHS. They report the information required by the federal HHS, and that did not include vaccination status. So in other words, you don't know their vaccination status because they're not including the vaccination status, even to federal HHS.
So the hospitals are not telling
no
whether or not a patient is vaccinated or unvaccinated.
No.
If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe to our channel so you'll be sure to see similar videos from BlazeTV with the added bonus of signaling YouTube that your voice and opinion still matters. And if you're looking for more great conservative content, check out one of the 2 videos suggested here.